I'm talking today about a woman named Gabby who has tricked countless couples in multiple states into thinking that she has a baby for them to adopt.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. We're about to meet a couple that was scammed by a woman for who knows how much money, and Dr. Phil is about to expose this giant operation that this woman has been doing. Trust me, this is an insane video. Keep watching until the end because it's pretty messed up, the things that she's been lying about. Dr. Phil himself even says this is one of the worst guests that he has ever had. So without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we?
Well, I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm really sorry that this happened to you. I can't even imagine.
So like I was saying in the intro, this couple really wants to start a family, but for one reason or another, they simply can't have a child, so they turn to adoption. A lot of couples do this, and they pick the absolute worst person to adopt a baby from because, well, this person is just a terrible scammer overall that pretty much ruined their lives.
You were contacted by Taylor.
She contacted me through a adoption website.
The scammer had the nerve to hunt this woman down. It's not like this lady found some random teenager that was having a baby and, had to ask her about if she wanted to keep it. This scenario has a scammer that went and hunted down this woman on one of these websites just to mess with her. Like that was the only reason, and so that she could manipulate her as well. Talk about needing a straitjacket, bruh. You are an absolute psychopath if you just go out of your way to promise someone a baby that really wants one and they can't have one, but you just never plan on actually delivering that baby since it never existed in the first place.
And she said she was 15 and pregnant and 3 months pregnant, right?
No, 3 months till she was due.
I mean, 3 months till she was due.
This girl was apparently 15 and was having a child, so obviously she would have a tough time raising it herself with how young she is, and she was gonna put it up for adoption. That's a very common situation. And now this couple could finally have the family they always wanted. Oh, and in her lie, she has also stated that she was 3 months out from having this kid. So this couple, if you think about it, had to really scramble and get everything in order for this baby in time. I mean, the more we learn about this situation, the worse I feel for this couple. Imagine how much money they probably spent, buying a stroller, all these things for their new baby that they were expecting to come, and then the 3 months passes and the lady just ghosts them. Like, what? Why would you even do this? They probably had to bust out so many errands and just different chores to get their lives ready for this baby. It's not easy to accept a baby into your family, especially when you don't have one already. It is truly a lot of work, but this baby was just never gonna be theirs.
And I went back to the office. I was like, let me let you go. I'm at work, I'll call you later. And then she just continued to text after that for the whole day.
Not only was this scammer pulling off some evil moves on this woman, but she was also just straight up creepy. Apparently one day she was just spamming her with texts. Like seriously, this person has such a sad life that they have to make up this story of having a baby just to get attention or a friend. I don't really know. It's hard to get in the mind of someone that's as delusional as this woman must be. And ultimately, it's just so cringe to me that there are people out there like this that actually exist. Seriously, dude, how sad is your whole life if you have to just lie and cheat your way into finding someone that will just talk to you? I mean, do you really need someone to talk to that bad? This is like catfishing on a whole other level, dude.
Now you're talking to her, and she sent a picture, right?
Yes.
And this was of a young teen couple.
Yes.
Well, when you look at the big picture, I can see why this couple fell for this. It's not even about them being gullible or not. Like, this person has made up a whole story about how she needed to put her baby up for adoption because she's too young to support it and wanted to go focus on school, which totally makes sense. That story checks out. I feel like a lot of kids who are in that situation would do the same thing. And they even sent pictures of them with their boyfriend. Who knows if that was even this person? Like, this whole time I'm just imagining some older person that is just super creepy spinning this web of lies in their parents' basement. But yeah, I can totally see why they fell for this, because you don't really expect someone to be capable of making up lies like that, because there's really no point. So you just don't expect people to be, automatically evil like this.
Now, Gabby recently took her scheme to the next level by stealing the identity of a young woman.
Ooh, so the scammer's name is Gabby apparently, and we are about to meet the woman that she has been impersonating as in order to trick these couples like the ones you just met. Yes, couples in plural. Like, this is a regular scam that this sad excuse for a human being has been pulling off for several years now. I just can't wrap my head around why someone would do this. I'm still just tripping on it. She somehow got a hold of this poor lady's ultrasound pictures. I'm sure this woman probably runs a blog or something about her childbirth, or just overshared on the internet. That's very common as well. And that would probably explain why all these videos and images of her progress and ultrasounds were readily available. But yeah, this is just nuts to me, dude. Imagine seeing someone blog about their kid that they're about to have and thinking to yourself, hey, how can I profit off this? I'm gonna steal these pictures just to scam people who want to have kids and can't. You know, it'll just be fun to kind of ruin their emotions and toy with them. Like, I'm still just struggling so hard to see what she gets out of this all.
I actually did reach out to her whenever I found out.
Did she answer?
She did. She denied all accusations and then she blocked me.
Classic internet wuss move right here. Gets called out and instantly blocks whoever is coming after her. Did she really not think anyone was going to notice or find out or do some research on who she actually is? This is a pretty massive scam to be trying to pull on people, so it's funny to me that she thought that she was being so clever and covering her tracks, but now she's getting exposed on one of the biggest shows in America. Feels good to see this all unravel like this. I really hope she just gets dragged, bruh.
She's targeted a lot of your people, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And how did you know she had targeted some of your people?
So now the two people on stage are website administrators that run this website that Gabby has been running her operating scams on. And I mean, apparently she is just going buck wild on that website, like making different Smurf accounts. I mean, alternate accounts, sorry, that was a Freudian slip. I swear I play too many video games. I'm acting like she's trying to play against low ranked people or something, but nah, you know, instead she's just ruining innocent couples' lives that simply want a kid. But yeah, I'm sure these people are sick of people like Gabby, because I'm sure there are quite a few psychos out there that take pleasure in scamming people with fake adoption or fake pregnancy scams in general. And I just want to know how they caught on that it was the same girl. Like, are all these people reporting with the same issues that they connected the dots afterwards? I love how deep this story goes, dude. I feel like we're uncovering an actual mystery right now as this unfolds, and this is kind of unlike a lot of the other Dr. Phil videos that I've covered, but I'm interested to see where this goes.
I've known that Gabby was exploring the internet and targeting families since 2015.
So for 5 years now, this loser has been pulling the same scams. Half a decade she has been wasting people's time and money, and most importantly, messing with their emotions, which is the worst part of this all. I think the payoff is obvious. As we saw with the first lady, she was talking about how instantly with the day one of texting her, she became clingy and creepy. And I mean, it's clear to me that this girl just needs someone to talk to or care about her. This is obviously not the way to go about it, and since all the things that she has been doing are just so evil and weird and cruel, she really gets no sympathy from me at all, but that's just gotta be why she does it, right? I mean, maybe she's just downright a terrible person and feeds off of negative energy and making people sad too. It's probably a combination of the both, to be honest.
So guys, real quick, I have a super fast challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works.
She's 24 now, and by her own admission, she's been doing this since she was 16, so 8 years.
Ooh, I was wrong. She's even more of a loser than I thought. She probably had just had a terrible time in her teenage years, and with that misery birthed this insane habit of her scamming hopeful soon-to-be parents for 8 years straight. You know, I have a few hobbies that I can think of that have lasted 8 years straight. Like, that is some commitment to your craft, bruh. Too bad she still sucks at covering up her tracks and lying in general, so she got caught and is now getting aired out on TV.
Cues us into it's probably her is the family will say, well, I'm speaking to an expectant mother and something seems off.
That's the difficult thing with this, is it's all done online, you know? It's probably a lot easier and smoother to find someone for adoption online than it is in person when it comes to this whole system. I'm sure it's a very complicated process, and these parents don't expect to be scammed. Like I was saying earlier, you just don't expect people to be downright evil like that. So as soon as she verifies that she is indeed pregnant with these pictures, which once again, to those who forgot, are just pictures that she uses from people that she found online, they don't really need to second guess until the time of the baby being born comes, and they are left wondering then where the heck their new baby is at.
She said, oh, I'm sorry, I was taking my pregnancy nap, haha, what's up, you know? Like, so she says these kind of charming, beautiful things.
Yeah, of course she's gonna be making sly comments to try to keep stringing you along. That's literally her job. This woman has thrown this down to a science and is probably treating herself like she's pregnant even when she's not. Like, that's how far this delusion has come, I bet. She's probably eating junk food and just calling it her pregnancy cravings, or when she's a terrible, annoying person to be around, she blames it on her hormones. I just want to meet this woman so badly, bruh. Dude, the effort that she goes through for this shows me that she just must not have a job. Like, this is her full-time occupation. She makes up multiple aliases and strings along these couples by making making them think that everything is real. She probably has impersonated doctors before and everything, like the whole process. What's creepy is she even researches the people to try and find some angles emotionally that she can attack them from that would really strike a chord so that they trust her and like her, even though they definitely shouldn't. This is about the opposite of a person that you should trust or like. Oh, also, she legit manipulates them if they ever start to doubt her or don't respond to her 100 texts that she sends them in a day. She will start to say things like, oh, I guess I have to find another couple, or I might be made the wrong decision in choosing you. Like, what a psycho, dude. As soon as I hear that anyways, I'm leaving the conversation. You can go and find someone else, fine by me. I don't need those psycho genes in my future baby, to be honest. So guys, as creepy as this all is, I gotta give you a heads up. Dr. Phil had to go ham on this investigation, so I'm making this into a 2-part series. In the next part, she is gonna come on stage and face the music and this couple that she scammed, so this should be very spicy. I'm gonna upload part 2 tomorrow, so if you enjoyed this and want to see how it ends, please drop a like and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can see that video as soon as it's posted. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, peace out.